Welcome to another Fountain Pen Day review. Today's review, the new TWSBI 580. Long awaited. This one's going to be with the 1.1 stub. We'll do a quick unboxing. I've already opened it, but to make it quicker. I know everybody wants to see what's inside. It's standard TWSBI packaging. Shipped well. It's all foam. It's nice. Gets there. Plastic. First, you had a use it card. And the only thing I didn't understand, although I guess I kind of do, is once you read it, at the very bottom, the last one, it says void. And when I looked closely and I said, well, why would they void it? And I read over this a little closer. On here, it says, on the back side, because I know it says somewhere, Diamond 530. I guess they all work the same. But unimportant. Pretty sure all of us know how to use it. But the diagram is in detail and it does show you what you need to know. This is another diagram. It just tells you what's in the package. Okay. Here it is, the Diamond 580 TWSBI. The box we're all used to. Really nice design. The two clips that hold it in place. And the TWSBI. Also underneath, I didn't open this part yet, but yeah, is your silicone, extra silicone for the piston and the wrench that you get with it. Very thoughtful. Okay. So, you know what? Let's try and be up close with this video and give you the details. I'll do this in two parts. I'm going to show you some close-ups of it now, and then we'll go into the details and compare it. We'll weigh it. I'll show you with the 530. I'm sorry, the 540, the mini, and the VAC that I have also. I did notice that the barrel itself here has more cuts in it, I guess, if you want to call it that, compared to the 540. Really nice. Really, really nice. Clip design is a little bit different. There we go. It'll lighten up a little bit. You can see it's got more of a angle to the top of it. All right. And the 1.1 nib. Show her in focus. And you can see, if you have a 540 or a 530, you can see some of the design changes that were made to this compared to the other ones. And here you can see that, I guess we should call it the facets that are on the outside. There's more of them. It looks to be about twice as much. You have the ring that's here, and the extra piece here. I guess the way he did it, it makes it more stable. When you're holding the pen, the grip section is definitely different because it's not all plastic. This little piece here, this metal piece, you're actually on, but it's very comfortable. I haven't written with it, but I've held it and scribbled with it, you know, just on a dry piece of paper. I figure I'll keep the first official inking to this. I'll mention now before I forget that I have not cleaned this yet. So if it is a little skippy, I doubt it will be. But if it is, you know, as usual, you should clean these with soapy water. You know, the feed, the nib, and just to get any manufacturing grease that may be in it. It doesn't mean that there is, but there may be, and it's always a good idea, especially with a new pen. What's different is you hold the metal piece here and unscrew. Sorry, I'm going to do that again. I was off camera. Alright. So I'd hold the metal piece right here, this section, and turn it. And you'll see, if you're familiar with the 540 or 530, that it comes apart as such. So it's actually right here, and this is actually much shorter, the cone, and the way it meets up to the nib unit itself. See, so when this cone goes on, it slides up and is up against it. And I guess it's taking because they had, cracking issues, which Speedy and Philip took care of immediately for everybody out there. I mean, it's a new pen, it's a new design. They put a lot of work into this, and they really tried to make sure, and as far as I know, have always taken care of everybody that's had any kind of an issue at all. But like I said, I think this design was made to, take pressure off this cone section right here, so that when you are pressing down, it's not, it's relieving some of that. So, all right. Well, I just wanted to give you guys a quick look on this side. 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes in. I guess it's not that quick, but all right. So that's the pen. Piston's very, very smooth. Smoother than the 540. Although mine might have been that smooth when it first came, but after inking it up a bunch of times, I've never greased the piston or anything like that, and I've certainly used it a lot. So, okay, we're going to do a weigh-in writing sample and some comparisons. And we're back. Okay, let's do a quick weight check. Whole pen, uninked. Comes in at 28.5 grams. This is all in grams. Cap alone is coming in at 14.1. Give you a shot of the logo up top. It's the same as it's been. Very nice. Diamond 580 Taiwan and TWSBI. You can see I've already got my fingerprints all over it. It never takes much time to do that. Alright, and then the pen itself without the cap and uninked, 14.3. So nice and light, well balanced. Pretty close to a center balance. To give you a quick weight comparison, again, this was, how much was this? 28.5, 540, 27.6. So just a little bit heavier. It's in the pieces because the cap is the same, so obviously it's going to be just the pen itself. 13.3, 14.4. So it's 1 gram more than the not the original, but the last one, which is the 540. For those who don't know, you can see like the clip on this one. The 540 is a smoother, more rounded one, whereas this one has more of a peak at the top. It's nice the way it hits the light. It gives it more of a I guess textured look. I don't know, but it is very nice. All right, so enough of that. Let's we'll ink this up. Go from there. Just raise it up. We use some Ackermans again. This one is the blue. Again, I gotta learn how to pronounce these. I'm sorry, but this is the ink that we're going to use today from Ackerman. All right. And really, the piston goes up and down very, very smooth. And ink. One thing I noticed. When the piston is down, you can see the that space where this metal piece is. And for those who need to know, if you wanted to take this apart, this is where there's actually a flat spot. You can see if it's rounded. I'm not sure if it's coming up, but there's a flat part there where the wrench actually goes in, and then you clockwise, counterclockwise, or clockwise. I think it's clockwise because it's actually reversed of what it should be. Will unscrew the piston, and the whole unit will come out, and makes it very easy. These pens disassemble all the way down for a very, very user-friendly cleaning and adjusting, or whatever you may want to do. If you do need to replace a part, I'm not saying anything needs to be replaced yet, but anytime any of these have ever needed replacement parts, I've found that it's simple to do, and it's not something where you feel like you need to be a long-time pen user and an expert person to, really figure it all out. All right, today we'll use Clear Fontaine. I'll get a clean page. Let's catch you guys. Alright, we'll get it down close and personal. Alright. And I know everyone wanted to know about posting it, I'm sorry. Posted, yeah, I think this model has been made to not be posted. It's sorry, I put the camera down low and it's just hard to hold on to it for this. You know what? Sorry. This pen posted does not seem correct at all. Of course you can, and it sticks. I mean, it's there, it's on there, it's not going anywhere. But you can see that that's ridiculously large. And just taking it off, you saw I already turned the piston a little bit. So I would say this, for all of you that wanted to know, would be a pen you're not going to want to post. And if you do, it's just going to be clumsy. So, unposted, you can see how it sits. I have very large hands, so if you don't have a gigantic hand, it's going to be just fine. And if you have big hands, you're going to be just fine too, because it's got a nice feel to it. How does it write? Well, let's see. You know what? Right out of the box, I didn't even clean this, and I don't know about you, but I don't see any skipping or any issues whatsoever. No cleaning, no nothing. And this nib is really smooth. 1.1 stub. You can see nice thick line this way. Wow, really thin this way. This is it has a lot of the characteristics of the 1.5, just not as as much, not as broad on the downstrokes. Really smooth. Oops. Pretty wet line. Just screwing around, seeing if I can get her to skip it all, but no skipping at all. Puts a nice wet line down. It's a good amount of ink. Very nice. Very, very well done. Very nice. Alright. Let's line them up really quick and I'll give you a showdown here. It is just a tiny bit shorter than, is it? 540's up top, 540's on the bottom and the 580's up top. It's just the tiniest bit shorter. Just a tiny bit. Really nice. I'll give you, here's the mini. wind up, for those who wanted to know, and a VAC 700. And then we're going to call this a day. So that's it. The Diamond 580. Really nice. Writes really well. I'm impressed. Right out of the box, right out of the gate, no cleaning, no nothing. I just took it out, inked it up, and she's off and running. Well done. I like the extra facets that are in here, where the light hits it. And again, very smooth piston. Anyone that's looking to get one, I guess before they sell out, now is the time. Or if you want to wait, you may wait a little while. Only time will tell. Okay. Thank you again for watching, and happy Fountain Pen Day, November 1st this year.